Would you be in a sexless relationship? What circumstance would you find acceptable for this? I'm dating a man who got diagnosed with prostate cancer a year or so into our relationship. Prostate had to come out and it's a hit or miss whether or not sexual function comes back. In his case, it was a miss. He wanted me to move on because he got very depressed over it. He's so pleasant and a real decent human being, so I stayed with him. Who would abandon someone due to a health crisis? Unfortunately, he got bladder cancer next, so this is another hurdle to go over. You play the cards you are dealt. We are together in this. A sexless relationship is better than a loveless relationship, as long as I'm loved and we share physical affection like cuddling and kisses and I'm allowed to beat my meat when I need to. I wouldn't care. Just a heads up to all the people who take this personally enough to comment how wrong I am. There's no such thing as a wrong option. My opinion is in regards to myself and myself alone. I'm not answering for anyone else. Different opinions aren't wrong. I was gang raped as a student. When I first met my now husband, I was in complete denial and we were having a lot of sex. Eventually I had a complete breakdown and our sex life was practically non-existent while I went through therapy, etc. I can probably count on my fingers and toes how often we had sex in the 3 years after we married. I felt awful about it. I even went as far as to say he could have sex with other people while I dealt with my issues. As far as I know, he didn't do this, and now we're getting back on track. The sex is the best it's ever been and it's a lot more frequent. Yes. I would just masturbate a lot. My girlfriend is my best friend. I love her so much. I'll never leave her or stray. If for some reason she couldn't, it wouldn't bother me. But we're slowing down a bit anyway. And we're couch potatoes. We just get a giant TV and watch movies and be happy in each other's company. She was in an abusive relationship for years. And I was in an emotionally abusive and sexless marriage for years. I found my kindred spirit. And she's amazing. And I'm happy. I was for 5 years. My first wife kept asking we wait until marriage to have sex. Alright, fine. I get it. Neither of us were religious, but whatever, I can wait. And #X200B. Night of, she wasn't in the mood. After a month I finally asked when the hell we were going to consummate out marriage, and she dropped it on me that she was asexual. No sex was one of the main things we fought about, and one of the biggest reasons we split. And #X200B. Don't spring that surprise on someone, especially after lying to them for months that you're waiting until marriage. She likes sex. I like sex. Both relatively sex positive. When we have sex we both have a blast and get off. But toddler. We're both all touched out and tired and sometimes frustrated with toddler happenings. So there will be large swaths of time where there has been no sex. And that's fine. There was a time when I was younger where I would have said, I'm starved, but really all I needed was a perspective change. If I were able to talk to my younger self, I'd tell him, it's fine, you really need to quit devoting so much time and negative mental energy to these thoughts. I am kind of sort of in this dynamic with someone I met recently. I am gay leaning, I met this girl, I am filling the role of gay best friend for her. I really love spending time with her, we have shared hobbies and interests, and I feel like she is a positive influence on me. I am not very interested in things becoming sexual with us. Partly because I fear if we do it will be revealed that we aren't very compatible with each other. Physically I like men, but my last few gay experiences have been such train wrecks such that I am not actively looking for a gay relationships or hookups currently. But I cherish what I have with this girl, and I hope it continues in a positive direction. My fiancée and I don't have sex because she feels unattractive. I've encouraged her, told her over and over how much I love and adore her. However, I can't change her mindset. It's how she feels. She doesn't initiate anything at all. But for some reason it's my fault we don't have sex. It absolutely sucks. I'm done. I can't go on and I struggle every day. If I initiate foreplay I'm rejected. Every 4 to 5 months I get the, we haven't had sex in _____ months. I'm done trying. We have been together for 3 years and I don't see marriage in my future. 21 years into a sexless marriage and calling it very soon. I know it sounds ridiculous, but outside of the courting period early days, we've never had a sex life that was beyond pity sex. This was all caused by sexual trauma my wife experienced before I came along. It surfaced about a year in and I didn't know what to do. I figured it'd get better and I should stick it out because that's what people do. It never changed. I'm in my late 40s now. I love my wife dearly, but this won't change. It took me this long, and 7 therapists to get here. I need to advocate for me now. Sorry to answer the question.